If you are turning 65 soon, or you already missed your Medicare enrollment window, stop what you are doing and watch this entire video. Missing the wrong deadline by even 1 month could cost you hundreds of dollars every single year for the rest of your life. And the worst part? Most people do not even realize they are paying the penalty until it is too late. I am going to break down exactly when to enroll, what forms you need, and how to avoid those costly penalties, in plain simple language. By the end of this video, you will fully understand the 3 Medicare enrollment periods: the Initial Enrollment Period, the Special Enrollment Period, and the General Enrollment Period. You will know exactly which one applies to your situation, what to do, and when to do it. Let's get started. Let us start with the Initial Enrollment Period, also called the IEP. This is the first and most important window for most people turning 65. The Initial Enrollment Period is a 7-month window. It starts 3 months before the month you turn 65, includes your birthday month, and ends 3 months after. So for example, if your birthday is in June, your enrollment window opens April 1st and closes September 30th. During this window you can sign up for Medicare, Part A, which covers hospital stays. Medicare Part B, which covers doctor visits and outpatient care. Now here is something very important. When you sign up during those first 3 months before your birthday, your coverage starts the first day of your birthday month. But if you wait and sign up during your birthday month or the 3 months after, your coverage start date gets delayed. That delay could leave you without coverage for several months. For example, if you enroll in June, your coverage starts in June, same as your birthday month. If you enroll in July, your coverage starts in August. For most people, the form you need is the Social Security application. You can apply online at ssa.gov, by phone to schedule a future phone interview or in-person interview. At present time, you cannot enroll on the same day as a walk-ins. If you are already receiving Social Security retirement benefits, good news, you are usually enrolled in Part A and Part B automatically, and you will receive your Medicare card in the mail about 3 months before your 65th birthday. The biggest mistake people make here is assuming they have plenty of time and then missing the window completely. Do not let that happen to you. Now let us talk about the Special Enrollment Period, called the SEP. This one applies to you if you are still working at 65 and you have health insurance through your employer or your spouse's employer. If that is your situation, here's the good news. You can sign up for Part A only, you don't have to pay for Part A premium, and you do not have to sign up for Medicare Part B at 65. You are allowed to delay without penalty as long as you have qualifying employer coverage. Note, Part B is not free. You must pay for Part B monthly premium. For 2026, standard monthly premium is $202.90. You will have to pay a higher Part B monthly premium if your modified adjusted gross income for 2024 is above the threshold. I will explain this in detail and show you how to request for a premium adjustment later in the next video. Once that employer coverage ends, either because you retire, you lose the job, or the coverage stops, you have an 8-month special enrollment period to sign up for Medicare. Part B without any penalty. That 8-month window starts the month after your employment or employer coverage ends, whichever comes first. Here is a critical warning. Do not confuse COBRA coverage or marketplace coverage with employer coverage. Those do not qualify you for a special enrollment period. If you drop employer insurance and go onto COBRA and miss your 8-month window, you will face penalties. The form you need here is the CMS L564. This is the Request for Employment Information form. Your employer fills out Section B of this form to prove you had employer coverage. You submit it along with Form CMS 40B, which is the application for enrollment in Medicare Part B. You can get both forms at cms.gov or your local Social Security office. Please make sure you indicate your Part B start date on your CMS 40B. For example, your current health insurance lasts until the end of June, you will indicate your Part B start date as July on CMS 40B. This will make sure you have no gap in coverage. If you don't, Social Security will send you a notice to redo your CMS 40B, and it will delay the enrollment process. Always keep documentation of your employer coverage, pay stubs, insurance cards, or a letter from your employer, because Social Security may ask for proof. Now let us cover the General Enrollment Period, the GEP. This is the Safety Net Enrollment Period, but it comes with consequences. The General Enrollment Period runs every year from January 1st through March 31st. If you miss your Initial Enrollment Period and you do not qualify for a Special Enrollment Period, this is your only option to sign up. Coverage acquired during the General Enrollment Period does start the month after your enrollment month. So if you enroll in January, your coverage starts in February. And here's the painful part. If you are enrolling during the General Enrollment Period, it means you already missed your Initial Enrollment Period, which means you are likely facing a late enrollment penalty. Which brings us to the next section. Let us talk about the penalties because this is where people feel the real financial pain. Part B, Late Enrollment. Penalty. For every 12-month period you were eligible for Part B but did not enroll, your monthly Part B premium goes up by 10%. And this penalty is permanent. You pay it every single month for as long as you have Medicare. Let me give you a real example. The standard Part B premium in 2026 is about $202.90 per month. If you were late by 2 years, that is a 20% penalty, adding about $40.58 extra every single month. So you will pay $243.48 per month. Keep in mind, the premium amount for Part B each year will mostly be increased. Last year it was $185 per month. Higher premium means higher penalty. You pay the penalty for life just because of a missed deadline. How to avoid all penalties. Enroll during your initial enrollment period if you are not working. If you are still working, get the paperwork from your employer before you retire. If you miss this, you can later call your former HR department. They should help complete CMS L564 form for you. When in doubt, contact Social Security or your local SHIP counselor. That stands for State Health Insurance Assistance Program, and their help is completely free. So let us do a quick recap. You have 3 enrollment periods to know. The Initial Enrollment Period, your 7-month window around your 65th birthday. This is your best option. The Special Enrollment Period. If you have employer coverage past 65, use Form CMS L564 and CMS 4OB. And the General Enrollment Period, January through March every year. Use this only as a last resort because penalties apply. Medicare enrollment does not have to be confusing. Now you know exactly what to do and when to do it. If this video helped you, please subscribe because every week I am going to break down SSA benefits, retirement, spouse, children, survivor, disability, Medicare, and Medicaid in plain, simple language just like this. And drop your question in the comments below. I read every single one. Next week we are going to cover Medicare Part A versus Part B, what each one actually covers and what comes out of your pocket. You do not want to miss that one. See you then.